Narendra Basnet, President of NUSACCI, to welcome all our guests and dignitaries, please.
Namaste, Chief Guest, Excellency Ambassador P. Khori, यहाँ उपस्थित विभिन्न पर्यटनसँग सम्बन्धित सङ्घ संस्थाहरूलाई प्रतिनिधित्व गरेर आउनुभएका अध्यक्षज्यूहरू, एक्जिक्युटिभ कमिटीका मेम्बरहरू, प्रमोटरहरू र नेपाल टुरिज्म बोर्डका वरिष्ठ अधिकारीज्यूहरू र नेपाल युएस च्याम्बरका मेरा चाहिने साथीहरू र पत्रकार मित्रहरू, नेपालको प्रमुख उद्योगको रूपमा रहेको पर्यटन उद्योग पनि यस क्षतिबाट पर रहन नसक्ने सन्दर्भमा आज हुन गइरहेको नीड फर डिजास्टर प्रिपेयरनेस इन टुरिज्म इन्डस्ट्री सम्बन्धित कार्यशाला गोष्ठीले विशेष महत्त्व राख्दछ। अन्तमा पुनः एकपटक यहाँहरूको स्वागत अभिवादन गर्दै आजको यस प्रयासले यसतर्फ गर्नुपर्ने प्रयास तथा कार्यान्वयनमा पर्यटन उद्योगमा संलग्न तपाईहरुको जिज्ञासाको समाधानका उपायहरू र त्यहाँ गर्नुपर्ने कार्यको बारेमा पनि जानकारी प्राप्त हुने नै छ। धन्यवाद।
We are the grantee of the USAID for the last almost more than a decade, and many of the works that NSET has been able to do in Nepal, in adjacent countries, and also in more than 12 or 15 countries of Asia Pacific region, that owes its roots to the core funding support that we have received from the government of the United States, from USAID, either directly as a grant and as a cooperative agreement, and also as part of a regional program. Knowing the risk and reducing the risk, it is the responsibility of everybody, including the tourism industry. I mean, it is demanding safety is also what one needs to do. We have to be respectful to our traditions and our heritages, so we have to preserve. We will be doing that in this afternoon, and we'll come to a conclusion. Thank you very much.
You are all very well aware of the possibility of natural disasters in Nepal. Just this morning we read more about the floods, and I saw them last week when I was in the far west. I also know that you understand the important role tourism plays in Nepal's economy and overall development. Science tells us that a major earthquake in Nepal is inevitable. It would be easy to say an earthquake won't happen tomorrow, or why waste time on something that may not take place in the next 5 years or 100 years. With so much else happening here, it would be easy to ignore the topic and not prepare. But you didn't. I applaud you as leaders of the tourism industry in Nepal for understanding that a disaster can happen at any moment, and for taking the time to think about how to safeguard your businesses, your investments, and not least of all, your guests. Through developing this coping capacity early on, you will make your businesses stronger and contribute to Nepal's resilience. Preparing for a disaster may not be easy, but today you are taking an important first step towards ensuring the future of Nepal. Thank you very much.
Helps local people in their health. So, what we are trying to do right now, after all these years, is now we have taken a fresh effort to establish a tourism emergency response center, and this response center is going to be one important factor that is going to change the way that we handle tourism crisis as well as when disaster takes place.
We are at risk in our disaster, and it could be earthquake, it could be avalanche, it could be whatever. There's a long list of, as we have prepared, man-made disaster and nature-made disaster. So these things has to be sorted out and classified. That's one. The other thing is that what could be done from our side, because we have some limitations. Given the technology, given the access, given our expertise, I think we have very limited access to these resources of rescue. So what we have decided, or rather we have discussed, and in principle with Himalayan Rescue Association, that we will now let us think of not only about Himalayan rescues, but also of these rescues to come together. So if it is possible for the General Assembly or their technical the process or procedure, if they can really come up with a new name of this agency which can really facilitate and dedicate it to the tourist service or the tourist industry. So these things has to be very much carefully worked out, and then in that regard, Nepal Tourism Board is committed to see that, and we are happy that USAID and NSET has taken up this initiative with Nepal US Chamber of Commerce and Industries, our industry sector. That this is one of the areas where I think it is high time for us to discuss and come to a conclusion and a mandate that yes, these are the agencies who should be responsible, and let us share our burden in this regard. Again, on behalf of the tourism industry, in behalf of ourselves, we commit in public that yes, we are there to support. And thank you, US Embassy. They have come forward with, as Mr. Ambassador already mentioned, that Nepal Embassy is only proud to have somebody like you, that you are representing the disaster management unit in USAID. So that means how serious it is from the government of the United States, and how serious also we are taking up this issue. So this opening session is now over. Thank you very much, and I will go for the technical session. Thank you.
That is a highly hazardous area in the country. If you see the regional hazard map of the Asia Pacific region, we can see here, somewhere here, it's Pakistan, somewhere here, Gujarat, where we have observed 2001 earthquake, Gujarat earthquake, Pakistan 2005 earthquake, China earthquake, somewhere here, and there are a couple of other earthquakes in the history in this region. But the fact is that Nepal is also highly earthquake prone. The hazard Nepal faces is very high. Because of its geological location, Nepal is in the boundary between two large tectonic plates, Indian plate. Basically what we see is the tourism infrastructures, tourism destination, these are located, naturally located in highly vulnerable areas, because mountains, hills, adventure areas, rivers, gorges, all these are located in highly vulnerable areas naturally.
अनि तपाईको बिल्डिङ अब डिसास्टर ड्यामेज भयो भने त्यो बिल्डिङको कुन ठाउँमा के छ भन्ने कुराको नक्सा हुनु पर्यो। त्यो भयो भने त्यहाँ कहाँ को फसिरहेको छ अथवा त्यहाँ के हुन सक्छ भन्ने कुरा त्यहाँ बाहिर बसेर नक्सा हेरेर हामीले सेक्युरिटीलाई त्यो हेल्प गर्न सकिन्छ।
यो अहिले नेपाल सरकारले चाहिँ नि अब क्याबिनेटबाट पनि चाहिँ पास भइसकेको छ। त्यसमा यो प्राइभेट सेक्टरहरुलाई स्पेशली यो बिजनेस कम्युनिटी को चाहिँ नि यो रिकभरीहरुदेखि अर्ली रिकभरी अथवा चाहिँ नि टुरिज्म सेक्टरमा चाहिँ जुन चाहिँ अब यो फरेन नेसनलहरुलाई चाहिँ इभ्याकुएसन गर्ने कुरो छ त्यो खालको चाहिँ नि एड्रेस भएको जस्तो हामीले अहिले लिड एजेन्सी हेर्यौं भनेदेखि कोलिड एजेन्सीहरु हेर्यौं भनेदेखि बिजनेस कम्युनिटीको अथवा कर्पोरेट जुन चाहिँ सोसाइटी त्यो इन्टिग्रेट भएको खासै त्यो मैले देख्दिनँ।
अब टुरिज्म मिनिस्ट्री नै हो, अब हाम्रो ब्याङ्करहरू र इन्सुरेन्स कम्पनी छ, फाइनान्स मिनिस्टरसँग लाग्नुपर्ने आएको छ। हामी कहाँ के देखियो भनेदेखि हजुरको कसैले पनि हामी आफ्नो घरहरू इन्स्योर गर्दैनौँ, तर इन्स्योर गराउनलाई चाहिँ गभर्मेन्टको पोलिसी पनि यो एट्र्याक्ट गर्नलाई सब्सिडी दिने हो कि अथवा चाहिँ इन्स्योर गरेपछि ट्याक्स रिडक्सन गर्ने हो कि यी कुराहरू गर्नलाई फेरि इन्सुरेन्स बोर्डसँग निकै रिसोर्सेस रहेछ। हरेक प्रिमियमको कुनै पनि इन्सुरेन्स कम्पनीमा जुन कलेक्ट हुने प्रिमियमको 1% चाहिँ इन्सुरेन्स बोर्डमा जान्छ। त्यो पैसा त्यहीँ बसिरहेको छ, करिब 16-17 अरब छ भन्ने कुरा हामीले जानकारीमा आएको छ। त्यो पैसा फेरि हामीले पब्लिकको घरलाई इन्स्योर गर्न हामी प्रमोट गर्न सक्यौँ भने फेरि प्रिमियमको 1% जम्मा हुनै जाँदाखेरि यतातिर इन्स्योर हुन घर इन्स्योर भयो भने त्यो चाहिँ डिसास्टरको चाहिँ रिस्कको चाहिँ पनि स्योर हुन्छ। इन्सुरेन्स कम्पनीले पनि केही बिहोर गर्छ।
राष्ट्रमै अथवा नेपालमै अब टुरिज्म सेक्टरबाट चाहिँ त अब विशेष गरी एडभेन्चर टुरिज्म अपरेटर्सहरुको ह्युमन रिसोर्सेस जुन चाहिँ छन् उनीहरूको धेरैजसो सबैको यो फर्स्ट एड इमर्जेन्सी फर्स्ट एड उनीहरूले अपडेट गरेको हुन्छ हैन। उनीहरूको लिस्ट कलेक्सन गरेको भए राम्रो हुन्छ।
Magnitude of what happened in Haiti. What is the damage you're looking for? So we saw 100,000 loss of life. That's a lot of loss of life. plus 300,000 injuries. Now, at what percentage is that going to be loss of life? That is yet to be seen.
सर्च एन्ड रेस्क्यु सम्बन्धमा हामी सेक्युरिटी फोर्सेसहरू 24 हामी अलर्टमा छौँ। त्यसलाई जस्तो डिजास्टर म्यानेजमेन्ट डिभिजनहरू छन् हामीसँग।
भने कोलाबोरेसन सिनर्जीको चाहिँ असाध्यै राम्रो वातावरण चाहिँ बनिरहेको छ, जुन चाहिँ एकदमै राम्रो सुरुवातको लागि एकदमै राम्रो वातावरण हो। हामीसँग टुरिज्म सेक्टरको एउटा फोकल एजेन्सी हुनु, जस्तो एक्जाम्पल नेपाल टुरिज्म बोर्ड हुनु अथवा नाटा हुनु, त्यो नै आफैमा एउटा स्ट्रेन्थ हुन सक्छ। हजुरले नाम नलेख्नु भयो लेख्न चाहनुहुन्छ भने जस्तो स्ट्रेन्थमा कम्युनिकेसन ल्याङ्ग्वेज हाम्रो एउटा स्ट्रेन्थको रूपमा रहेको छ। वी आर भेरी गुड एट कम्युनिकेटिङ इन डिफ्रेन्ट ल्याङ्ग्वेजेस इन्क्लुडिङ मेनी national, international languages, which is a very good
initiation by NSET and basically Mr. Pawan, who has been at the helm to push us quite often. We could conduct this today. In fact, we have delved into details about how disaster preparedness can be carried on, how this can be mitigated, what would be the consequence once after this sort of disasters happens. This was a very pertinent issue. We also dealt about what next. I think this is, I correlate this movement with the old English dictum. Getting old is mandatory, but growing up is optional. And this is, I think, one of the segments of the optional part, because this is what we are thinking of in terms of going up and up. In view of keeping our business intact while in the period of disaster also. I'm saying from TAN and other agencies, I humbly request all the stakeholders to participate. Please try to know what the crisis would be in the future, because now I'm happy that we have always been talking in terms of fetching in more number of tourists. We are trying to reach 100 million or 5 million, and by 2020 our target is to bring 2 million tourists. But vis-a-vis, we are also talking of preparing together to mitigate with the disasters or the crisis also. So these two words are moving ahead simultaneously. This is good news. Bringing in more tourists is not the panacea. We have to be able to collectively encounter with the crisis also. If this moves together, then we are always firm and able to cater more number of tourists. Special thanks goes to NSET because they have planned it timely, and all our friends from US Chamber of Commerce and all the stakeholders here participating from various industry associations, friends from journalism, media friends are also here. Likewise, my colleagues from my office, Tourist Police, I would like to thank everyone for your invaluable presence, and hope there will be huge number of participation in the future activities that we collectively carry on. Thank you very much.